McKenzie condemns silence on white genocide misinformation. The Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, McKenzie, has strongly criticized white South Africans for what he perceives as their passive stance on debunking the white genocide narrative. Speaking out against what he called dangerous information, McKenzie argued that silence from the white community only serves to legitimize false claims that white farmers are being systematically targeted in South Africa. In a bold statement, McKenzie called out on white South Africans to challenge these narratives, urging them to speak up like Mandela spoke up. He warned that the continued spread of these claims, particularly by high-profile figures like Elon Musk and US President Donald Trump, damages South Africa's international reputation and sows division within the country. While acknowledging that South Africa grapples with high crime rates, McKenzie stressed that these issues affect all citizens, regardless of race. He dismissed allegations of a racial extermination campaign, emphasizing that there is no evidence to support claims of white genocide, and said white people can still go about their daily lives without fear of racial persecution. The remarks come amid ongoing global debates about crime and racial tensions in South Africa. McKenzie's comments serves as a direct challenge to those who continue to spread misinformation, calling for unity in addressing the country's broader security challenges rather than fueling racial paranoia. His message is clear: misinformation must not go unchallenged, and all South Africans have a role to play in fostering truth and unity. Meanwhile, calls grow for Ramaphosa to condemn Kill the Boer struggle song. Pressure is mounting on President Cyril Ramaphosa to publicly denounce the singing of the controversial struggle song Kill the Boer, as political and civil groups voice their concerns over its implication in modern South Africa. The Democratic Alliance has also joined Afriforum in condemning the song, with the DA national spokesperson Willie Ocamp describing it as inflammatory and divisive, and said the fact that this song continues to be sung by Julius Malema and other political figures is deeply troubling and unacceptable. It goes beyond mere words. It incites violence, stokes hatred, and widens societal divisions. He stressed that South Africa should be striving for unity and healing rather than clinging to rhetoric that fuels animosity. He also highlighted the vital role farmers play in the country's food security, arguing that the song undermines their contributions, and said this kind of divisive language is not just harmful at a local level, it has global consequences. South Africa's international reputation suffers when such toxic speech is tolerated, exposing the country to scrutiny and damaging investor confidence. The controversy surrounding Kill the Boer has been the subject of legal battles in recent years. In 2022, the South African Equality Court ruled against Afriforum's claim that the song constitutes hate speech. Last year, the Supreme Court of Appeal dismissed Afriforum's appeal against the economic freedom fighters, concluding that the song does not meet the legal threshold for hate speech. Despite these rulings, Ocamp maintained that the legal decisions should not be mistaken for societal acceptance, and so just because the courts ruled this way does not mean the song aligns with the principles of nation building, social cohesion, and mutual respect, values that South Africa desperately needs. Afriforum, a civil rights organization advocating for the interest of Afrikaners, has accused President Ramaphosa of deliberately ignoring calls to condemn the song. Kali Krill, Afriforum's chief executive, expressed frustration over the president's lack of response to their latest letter on the matter. He said the president is treating Afriforum's request with contempt, just as he did with our previous letters. This proves once again that he promises to address South Africa's problems through dialogue were dishonest. The ongoing debate over Kill the Boer continues to expose deep divisions in South African society. While some view it as a historical song rooted in the country's liberation struggle, others argue that its lyrics incite racial violence and have no place in a democratic society. Whether President Ramaphosa will address these growing concerns remains to be seen. The U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has also condemned the chant, describing it as a violent and provocative message that jeopardizes the safety of minorities in South Africa. He took it to his social media account and tweeted, "Kill the Boer is a chant that incites violence. South Africa's leaders and politicians must take action to protect Afrikaner and other disfavored minorities. The United States is proud to offer those individuals who qualify for admission to our nation amid this continued horrible threat of violence." This was after Julius Malema sang the song on Human Rights Day. The political analyst Professor Lisiba Difo said the EFF needed to be sensitive and stop singing the anti-apartheid song Kill the Boer. Speaking on Newsroom Africa, he said, "Incidentally, I lived and experienced apartheid. It is those that had read and got it mediated to them that tend to want to give us lectures. We are not the first to be colonized under the sun, but many nations have moved on. Even the so-called Asian tiger. Can we not be beholden to the past? Be mindful of it, but look at where we are. People want bread, pap and fleece, safety and security, jobs, and anything that is inimical to this. I am sure people will say you cannot be our leader. One way or another, that message was conveyed in May 2024. Elon Musk has also again waded into South African politics, tweeting on Sunday about a major political party that is actively promoting genocide, sharing a link to a video of Economic Freedom Fighters leader Julius Malema singing to Bully Bono, Kill the Boer, at the rally on Friday. Musk expressed outrage at a whole arena, chanting about killing white people.
Who right? Come on, sir. Who left guitar? Kill me. Who right? Come on, sir. Who left guitar? Kill me. Kiri wata. Sawarumo. Hasisha. Where were you when I'm treated? Where were you when I'm dreamt? Sofa skichi, emoye. Sofa skichi, etati. Kichima. Sipram konto, alliance. Shoot to kill, Yamasa. Kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa. Attention.
What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.